Well, the night's not over yet, and so we're going to wait and see the outcome. What I can say clearly has happened is Canadians have seen that the message that we brought forward, the need to continue investing in the success for themselves and their families, that people took to heart. They know that we need to deal with climate change. They know that our plan is the only way for us to move forward on that agenda. So I think what we're hearing is an agreement with the issues, and we will manage towards making a difference for families, manage towards making a difference for our environment, and I think Canadians will be on board.
You said that the night is still young, but there are now 2 to 3 networks reporting minority or projecting a minority government. If you are to return to the finance role, how difficult do you foresee that being as trying to, broker deals when it comes to an opposition that would be very keen on repealing a number of things that you did over the past 4 years?
I think we're always going to seek the things that we know are going to make a big difference for Canadians, and I expect that the other parties will see that as well. So when we think about making sure that families are optimistic about the future because they're doing better, they have more money in their pocket, that students have higher levels of grants, I think we'll find broad support. When we look towards making sure that we have a price on pollution across the country so we can actually constructively deal with climate change, I think we will find a broad base of support. So we'll need to work to make sure that we are doing what we've promised we're going to do and find ways to make sure that other parties will come along with that. And I'm confident that we will be able to find that ground that matters for families, that matters for Canadians, and that other parties will come around to agreeing.
Are you concerned, though, with the Conservatives campaigning so heartily on repealing the carbon tax? Are you concerned that it may come to a point where the government could fall, go back to another election just based on that? Do you think that they would be willing to support your government if that was the crux of the issue there?
I think we're going to find that there is broad support in this country for dealing with climate change. You saw through the course of this election that we had young people stand up and say this was the most important issue on their agenda. I think what you're going to see from the results tonight is that a strong plurality, at least, if not a majority of MPs are going to be behind that notion. So we're going to continue to work on behalf of Canadians, and we're going to find a way to ensure that we address the issues that we need to address. And that's what we've been saying all through this campaign.
There were a number of stumbles and also major issues that came out during this election. Are you satisfied with the way that it went as far as your party, as far as your leader?
Well, there were elements in this election campaign that were decidedly negative, and that's unfortunate. Obviously, social media magnifies some of those discussions. I'm confident that what we've done is we've put together an agenda that is going to make a real difference, and I think what Canadians are going to want to see is that we're going to get down to work, that we're going to actually work on the issues that matter to them. We need to put the election campaign behind us, and we need to govern in a positive way, addressing the things that people want us to address so that they can feel more confident about their futures.
When it comes to the multiculturalism that you see in this riding, even here tonight, with the blackface scandal, are you confident that we've moved past that point? What more are you hearing from your voters that they would like to hear Mr. Trudeau still address about that?
You know, I've spent a lot of time in this riding with my constituents as well as in other ridings, and I think that what they see is that our approach to ensuring that we have a strong and diverse country is the right approach. Obviously, Mr. Trudeau made a mistake that he apologized for. We're going to move forward with our agenda, trying to ensure that we continue to be a beacon of hope for the world in terms of successful immigration policy, helping people to lead successful lives here from around the world when they choose to come to Canada. That's a policy that's worked for generations, and we're going to keep going on that.
Just my last question for you. The last election, this was after a big sweep where we saw pretty much the majority of the Liberal caucus wiped out in the previous election. You yourself came in as a rookie last time. How excited are you to return knowing that there is a bit more experience now?
Look, I'm very excited about the next Parliament. It is really the case that what's happened over the last 4 years has given me a sense of how much impact we can have on Canadians' lives, how much positive impact, and I'm excited to get back to work together with my colleagues so that we can make sure that we're actually addressing the issues that matter. So it's a really great result from that standpoint. I think it's a great result for Canadians.